Hello, I hope this works because then it'll be so much easier for me to like film on the go videos. I got myself a pair of wired earbuds. They're not the exact ones I wanted, and to be honest, I didn't want to ask anyone for help because I was just not feeling, I didn't want to interact with people more than I have already today. So I was like, you know what, and I found this J Biggle ones, and actually they're solid. I've learned to like sort of the squishy earpieces, which is good, I guess. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it'll be easier when I'm filming vlogs and I don't have to pull out my mic all the time. The only problem is my phone battery sucks, so that'll be something to watch for. I'm still gonna bring my earbuds, I think, but for the most part I think I'm gonna utilize the wired ones. I've always liked the wire ones, but I just got really into like a Bluetooth earbuds kick at some point. So I've just been accumulating, I guess, wireless earbuds because they're funky, they're fun, you know, they're cool. But we'll see how this works, and I'm actually really liking these earbuds, so yeah, I feel very cool. I feel very cool, you know, and hopefully it'll be easier to do vlogs and stuff because mics are a pain in the butt, okay? Anyways, see you later. Welcome to this very small update. Please ignore the noise. I have the History Channel. We are at a hotel place. I'm just hanging out with my little sister. I'm finishing something. I have been reading. I've not been reading the books that I wanted to read. The books that I wanted to read during the first quarter, I have not. I've only read one, which is not the end of the world. Have I read any of the book club books? No. Have I read either of the January books? Also no. Because again, this is why I don't do TBRs. I think I should stop making lists in general because that just confines me. Anyways, and it's not the timing. Maybe it's the lists in general that make me not want to, you know. But yeah, I don't know how far I am through the book that I'm reading, but I'm reading the book that wouldn't burn by Mark Lawrence. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I'm confused. That's how I'm feeling about it. More or less, I am confused. I don't fully understand what's happening. When you read descriptions, and usually you're good with like, you know, like when you read description, usually you're good with like imagining things. Yeah, I am having such a difficult time imagining things. Like I genuinely don't know what's going on. I don't know what is the mechanism. If I search this up, will I be spoiled? I'm scared that if I search this up, I'm gonna be spoiled. I don't know if I'm gonna like if I'm gonna try to hit. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like fully continue this because I feel like it's really long. It's a really pretty book, and I love books about libraries and books about books. Books about libraries hit different because I work at a library. But like
1100 years ago,
even the synopsis is not given.
Societies in the history
I feel like the synopsis needs to give a little more. I need a little more sustenance in my synopses. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not fully. I'm kind of worried now because I have one of his upcoming books as the May pick, and I feel like if this isn't gonna, I don't know.
They probably had
I'm a little confused. So I guess if I get to whatever 25% is,
with the drought,
I guess, I don't know. I don't like. I'm on chapter 10, right? If I don't like it, maybe come back to it another
out of the
time.
jungle village you lived in.
And then I have like a bunch of other books that I was reading Malice.
What would happen if you just got in?
Yeah, I also tried Red City. Again, nothing is hitting for some reason. I don't know what it is. I do have
The answer to that question
a bunch of like.
is
I also don't want to read them too
the
far
Gulf
ahead of
Stream would
time.
carry your canoe
I
right
have.
to the west coast
You guys.
of Florida.
Do I need to?
Someone who believes the Maya not only
Alright.
attempted to cross the
Lock
Gulf
my doors.
during the mega drought,
The door is locked. But
they actually
look what I
made
got, suckers.
the 700-mile journey.
Look what I got. That I got the new Fonda Lee. Do you see that? Do you see that? I got the new Fonda Lee. Yes, I'm bragging. Let me brag. Okay, Fonda Lee. I got distracted.
they find themselves in a new land, a theme very familiar to the Americans, starting fresh, starting new.
Of
If
Isako.
some Maya did successfully
5th
make
of
the
May.
journey,
This is our
they must have
June book.
left something behind. Maybe the clues are hiding in the underworld.
In the underworld.
They
Talking
say a
about the
mirror
Mayans.
never lies,
Y'all
but in
are
the halls of
listening.
history, reflections twist and multiply. Each reflection telling a
We're
different
going
story.
back to
The truth can be fractured into multiple versions, each revealing something different, yet incomplete. Every mystery has multiple.
We're home. We made it home. And sorry for the hair, y'all. I don't know. It's as usual. We made it home. To be honest, I fell asleep during like the last portion of the drive, so I can't exactly tell you how bad it was. But it was not good. Let me just say overall, it was not a good time. You know one thing that I missed the most about my house? It wasn't my bed, it wasn't my room, it wasn't my PC. No. It wasn't Wi-Fi. No. It was the heated toilet seat. Okay? We have a heated toilet seat in the second floor washroom. It was the heated toilet seat. We also have heated tiles in there. And we have like a heated towel rack in there as well. Chef's kiss. So yeah, that's what I missed the most. Yeah. No. Also, the tiles in the hotel were freezing. They were so cold. Like actually genuinely freezing. Insane. Diabolical. Anyways. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all the updates really. I'm still working on that little thing that I told y'all about. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna share this, what I'm doing, but yeah, it's nice to be doing it again. Yeah. Okay. I haven't read in quite a bit. I don't know what it is. It's so loud. A bit better. Not really, but my hair is. But I haven't read in so long. I feel like I've been just so distracted for some reason. I've just been wanting. I haven't really been doom scrolling. I've been doom watching videos on YouTube, which somehow feels good and bad at the same time. And the reason why I say good and bad at the same time is because I'm watching long form content, but I'm also watching it on double speed. So does that sort of turn it into shorter form content? Like people talk too slow for me to, like I will get bored, but it's because people talk too slow. But is that me falling into the same trap as short form content? Anyways, all that being said, I wanted to try, oh my god, I was trying Also, I've got ink stains on my fingers because the fountain pen, one of the ink thingies decided to... I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know why it's imploding or whatever. I might have to buy another one. But anyways, what was I gonna say? It's been a week. Okay, I tried to track how much I was reading each day, and that didn't work because I stopped reading like halfway through the week. It was so bad. It was so bad. Last week I did the same thing. I tracked it on Monday so diligently, and then I just forgot to track it. I was reading, but the problem is I forgot to track it. So I think me tracking my reading isn't gonna work very well, but yeah. So that's a problem. On another note, I haven't finished The Last Contract of Isako. I'm going to finish it eventually, soon, I hope, but I was gonna film like an updated version of this like yesterday after I came home, but then I was too lazy to do it. So you're getting here about The Library of Amerlin by Callan Josephson. This is the March book club pick. I think it is the March book club pick because I say this because I actually don't know. I do have an e-arc of this, but am I gonna complain? No. Although that does not give me... It's making my unread TBR numbers go higher, so yikes on bikes. Where's my 2026 Jan to June picks? Yeah, March, since this comes out on the 3rd, which I feel like gives people enough time to like put it on hold and stuff, but I got an arc, suckers. I'm surprised that I actually got an arc. I think this is Penguin Random House. I haven't been getting many arcs from them as far as physical arcs go, which I don't mind, but also like... But yeah, anyways, once I read this, I will be able to knock out not just the fact that I read the March book club pick ahead of time, mind you, but also I'll be able to do the Night Galley review, and I'll be able to say that I read a book off of my TBR shelf. So, and I read an arc, so it's like knocking things off. And for The Last Contract of Isako, I'll be able to say that I read the June book club pick, and I read an arc. So, fantastic news all around. I just have to sit down and actually focus on reading, which I haven't really been doing, which is a problem. But I'm in a cafe now. I've got time, I think. I've got time before like it closes, so I want to get some reading in and try not to be as distracted as... I'm going to finish these videos that I have. I have 2 more videos, and then I will literally put on like music and then just close everything off. So yeah, I really need to lock in today. I love reading, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's just I need to like force myself to lock in because sometimes it's just so difficult. I'm 3 subscribers away from 500. Y'all need to lock in. Come on. Please. 3 subscribers away. 3. Anyways, I really like this YouTube channel called Universal Ambience, and they make like Scotland 1040 AD. I think there was a St. Petersburg one, or like a Siberia one or something like that. There's like an Athens one, I think. Bering Sea one. I love their channel, literally. And it's just soft music, you know? So I love their music. Another channel I really love is more so piano based. And it's Ophelia Wild. I'm trying to find other ones. I used to really like the channel Nobody, but I think towards the end of each of their videos, they keep playing the same piece over and over again, and I don't like it. Like, I know that's such a minor thing to be annoyed about, but I genuinely, it genuinely pisses me off. Because it's just, like, in every videos. Okay, there's another one for Universal Ambience. Carboniferous forest 300 million years ago. That is such a fucking vibe. Holy shit. And they're all an hour long. And it's just fucking vibes, man. I really probably shouldn't be swearing, but yeah, I really like the Ophelia Wild one because she has, like, different ones. She has, like, a winter playlist, a spring playlist, you know, all that stuff. So it's really nice. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not too loud. I'm probably gonna hate myself if it's loud and I have to be editing. Well, it's loud. And that's all I can really add for now. There's like London, 1872, the Vienna Woods, 1840, Rome, 117 AD. Like, it's so nice. It's great. Amazing. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna read. Hopefully. I'm gonna read Contract of Isako. Last Contract of Isako. I'm gonna try to finish that. I don't know how much I have left. I'm 55% through. I have 45% left. Okay, not bad. I think I can knock that out today. I don't know how long this book is. Let me see how long the book is. 55%. Wow, I just pushed that up really high. I don't know if 448. Probably not 448. Because usually there's like acknowledgement and all that stuff, and that counts. So yeah, I'm gonna lock in and finish this. Did I tell you guys I think I told you guys my theory that Martem actually took over Uchi's body, and that's why he was like, Issa, no! So yeah, that's my biggest theory right now. And if I'm right, y'all owe me $1 million. If I'm right, subscribe to get me to 500. So yeah, okay. And then if I finish this, I'm literally gonna jump into this after I do my usual review stuff, because this is Last Contract of Isako. Like, great, fantastic. I love it. Fonda Lee is such a good writer. I think she's definitely becoming like a favorite. She was already a favorite, but she's really getting up there and stuff. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping because I'm gonna run out of storage, and I have to answer my boyfriend's messages. So the rest he's gonna be like, babe, where are you? Anyways, it's okay. We love him around here. Okay, he's proved. Okay. Anyways. Hello. Oh my god. I switched my Kindle. Something that I don't really like about the Kindles is that it'll only switch this way. Like, I can't switch it this way, which is a bummer because I would have liked having the bottom part where I'm like tapping. I feel like that would have been easier to hold. Anyways, what was I saying? I crocheted a bit, obviously. Now that I'm thinking about it, the whole Martin turning into Uchi thing doesn't fully make sense because you have to have a specific synth body. So, okay, in this world, right, they're on a totally different planet, right? So this is years into the future. Earth is Kaputski, basically, right? And they're living in this dome, right? And they're trying to expand, and outside the dome, there's like this vastness. And that's basically where people go to die. When they're like dismissed, which is what Isako does at the beginning of the book. She like dismisses someone that she like worked with because they like fire him. They basically go outside of the dome and they die. So the reason why I say that I think Martin might have taken over Uchi's body, like I feel like I get that didn't fully make sense with the context. In this world, you have something called synth bodies, which is basically where you create a synthetic body to extend your life. And there's like generations of these synth bodies. So as the technology progresses, the synth bodies improve. And there's a scene where there's something about a very specific synth body made for someone else, but then it was given to someone else. So the synth body was created for someone, but then it was given to somebody else, right? And now that I'm thinking about it, Martin secretly being Uchi or taking over his synth body doesn't fully make sense, but also it kind of does, but also doesn't. Maybe that's why Uchi might have had some complications with the synth body, because it's not actually him, it's actually Martin, and Uchi's the one that's dead. Could that happen? I don't know if Uchi actually upgraded. I feel like I'm throwing the stupidest plot twist out there, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about it right now. I'm a little, yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm continuing this, like I went into very blind. Besides the synopsis, I had no idea, because this is, just a heads up guys, this is an arc. Okay, so this book doesn't release until later this year. I don't exactly remember when the release date is, but like I have an arc of it. So I think might be May, actually, because I chose this book for June. And I usually choose books for like the next month, the month after it's published, rather than the month of publication, because sometimes the books come out later than, you get what I mean. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm just throwing out theories. I might be totally wrong. I probably am totally wrong. Knowing Fonda Lee, I am totally wrong. But yeah, I am 66% through. I'm very much enjoying it. There's something in the book, I don't know if this would be considered a spoiler. There's something in the book in terms of POVs that I didn't know, because again, I went to it with nothing beyond the synopsis, okay? And my love for Fonda Lee. So, sorry, I'm getting sniffly for some reason. It's not even cold in here, I don't know why. But so in the first, there's 3 parts. One is called, well, this isn't a spoiler because it's going to be in the book, but I didn't know this, okay? And then it made sense because it was a total shock to me. The first part is called The Mentor. The second part is called The Apprentice. And the third part is called The Contract, right? And I didn't know, like I didn't look at the table of contents, so I had no idea. So when the mentor bit finished and it switched to the apprentice, I was like, what the frick just happened? So I was genuinely shocked. But yeah, just a heads up, it's all in third person, which I do enjoy third person, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not a stickler. Second person is weird. Second person is still weird to me. And I have theories about the connection between Harrow and Nona the Ninth, but I don't know if I should talk about it in this video, because I feel like I kind of spoiled myself, because I read the synopsis of Nona the Ninth, and I think I spoiled myself, which I probably shouldn't have done, because I waited to read the synopsis of Hera the Ninth until I, like, for once I finished getting the Ninth. Anyways, that's a whole other conversation. I'm rambling now. But yeah, so that's my 2 hours and 18 minutes left in the book. I can probably finish it in, like, less than that. We both know. Both of us know. We all know that I'm going to finish it beforehand. So yeah, anyway, that's it for this update. Peace out. Hi, hello, hey, hi, hello, hi. I just finished chapter 36. Miss Fonda Lee, what the fuck was that? I feel like this is how my 2026 is going. I'm discovering books that audibly make me gasp because I could not have predicted this. I thought I was doing so well with that body swap in theory that I had with the syntax. No, I was not. I was not in fact doing well with that at all. This is not. I thought Earth was donezo. I think that was my problem. I thought that Earth was done. Oh, that's a spoiler. Well, I'll have to. Whoopsies. I know we're not supposed to give spoilers for arcs, but yeah. Was it a spoiler? Shit, it is a spoiler. Yikes. Well, okay, spoiler cut. Okay, spoiler's done. One thing to know is that I was wrong, and I apologize for the spoiler, because I'm just realizing that what I said was a spoiler. And technically we're not supposed to, like, I don't even know I've been doing this Bookstagram thing for 5 years. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Are we allowed to give spoilers for arcs? I feel like it changes. Every time I decide to dip my toe into the arc reviewer community, instead of just reviewing arcs, doing my own thing, it changes. All of a sudden, like, I don't know, the rules change. And it's really annoying. All I'm saying is this is going to be another 5-star. If it continues the way it is, it's guaranteed another 5-star. So I know I look stupid, okay? My phone was charging and I can't plug the earbuds if my phone is we're not gonna think about it too hard, okay? I'm on chapter 37. I don't remember how many chapters there are. 50 chapters? There are 50 chapters. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 chapters left of this section. And not a lot of storage left, which is really weird because I literally wiped all the videos. Is it just the type of video that I'm filming? I don't even know anymore. My phone's weird. Why is it taking up so much storage space? I am confused. Anyways, I'm so tired, guys. I'm so tired. I went to sleep at a normal time yesterday. I'm so tired. Oh, the reason why I'm tired is because I keep on waking up earlier than my alarm. Because a certain someone, aka my brother Nazar, has a habit of slamming the fucking front door when he leaves. So I wake up. My father also has a habit of slamming the door. Yeah, anyways, that's my update. Fonda Lee with what the ever-loving flippity flop. Okay, what I'm doing here. I'm trying to be aesthetic, guys. I'm trying to be aesthetic. I don't have the thing, you know, the furry thing, because this is, I'm cheap as fuck, so. This was what, $30 I think? And it spent months in my Amazon cart before I bit the bullet. Months. So yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna continue reading. I might film another time lapse of me reading. I don't really like filming time lapses of me reading on my e-reader because you don't really see me, like, sometimes you don't see me tapping depending on, like, the angle. Anyways, whatever. Don't think too hard about it. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading because I am 72% through and I need to continue. And I am. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna stay up late finishing this. I have a feeling I'm gonna push through and finish this at a crazy time as I have other things in the past. It's actually, if you think about it, I think last year there was like only a handful of books that I actually stayed up late reading. Dawn of the Firebird was one of them, which is why it ended up being like my favorite book of 2025. Blood Over Brighthaven was another one. I think, well, that was 2 years ago actually. Crane Among Wolves in 2024, because that was the 2024 release, was another one that I read that I stayed up very late to finish, but that's because the next day I had to post like a book tour review. Why is that flickering? Hello? Anyways, I had to post like a book tour review or whatever, and I wanted to actually finish the book, so I had to really lock in. It was a really good book. It was worth it. Anyways, I am going to go, as I've said the past 2 minutes. I'll continue and I will update you when I can. Okay, okay. I thought Earth was kaput, right? Like, I thought it was done for, and that's why they were on a kilo. I think that's what the planet's called. Turns out Earth is not done. Like, it's not kaput. I thought it was. That was my mistake. My bad. They kind of made it seem like it was kaput, though. But I guess I believed what I was not being told. Like, it wasn't fully confirmed, but that's because that's what they believed. That Earth was done, right? Anyways, apparently it's been 500 years since humans came to, like, that specific planet. So they don't know how Earth has evolved, so to speak. Anyways, there's a line. This is spoilers again. There's a conversation between Martin and Uchi. Uchi? I have a feeling it's Uchi. Some of these names are so wild. Dragonfly Martin, Sandbar Uchi. It's very interesting naming conventions. I'm not gonna lie. Very interesting naming conventions. Uchi says that he's not ready for the 8G technology, like the Syntech technology. Is that what I was calling it? Yeah, the Syntech technology. The Syntech stuff, right? So, like, the thing that replaces the body but keeps the mind. Anyways, I don't even know how it works. So, I don't know. He says, when I hired you, you told me you'd give me everything you've got, and that's what I need from you more than ever. Like, I feel like Martin is gonna take Uchi's, like, Syntech body. I feel like I'm not wrong. I'm so conflicted right now. I don't know what to think. I feel like I'm not wrong. I'm so conflicted right now. I don't know. I'm definitely a little bamboozled right now. I'm 75% through. An hour 41 minutes left in the book, and I've got about half an hour left till I get to my station. So 45 minutes till I get home. Because it's a 15-minute drive from the station-ish. Depending on if I'm dropped off first or not. So I'm realizing that my glasses look weird. I have a feeling that looks a bit better. Okay. I shall continue reading. This is the face of someone who guessed the fucking plot twist. So, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm actually, like, I'm not mad for, like, guessing the plot twist. Like, I'm genuinely, like, so proud of myself because, again, as I said, the authors that I enjoy, I kind of let them surprise me. And usually if I'm not enjoying a book, like, I like guessed along the way, but this was genuine, like, wow, I am genuinely shocked. I'm 78% through. It says I have an hour and 27 minutes left. So I'm gonna get back to reading before I actually implode, and I will update you. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's all coming together. Wow, the hints were... Wow. The hints were like in the first part. Holy shit. Wait, does that mean that she... Oh no. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. But I guessed... Well, okay, I didn't guess the whole plot twist, but I guessed a good chunk of the plot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guessed the plot twist. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I guessed something that might happen. And I think it's gonna happen. Anyways, yeah. Oh my god. That's why there was no death certificate for Martin, because he's not dead. He's not dead. What? Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, I have to get back to reading. Apologies. I know I look orange. I made it home. I don't really have any updates beyond what I gave you already because I got sucked into... I had to be like, ready to call the Uber from the station. So I didn't want to get too sucked into my book and I didn't want to read it in the Uber. So I'm determined to continue reading it after I've taken my shower because it's fucking freezing outside. And the wind, oh my god, don't get me started on the wind. It's not even the cold, okay? It's the wind. The wind was really bad. I got sucked into TikToks as one does, which I think I've been doing pretty well, trying to get everyone. Except unfortunately been replacing my phone between TikTok, which isn't entirely a bad thing because I mainly watch like video essays. Please ignore the hair. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I can't believe I was right. I can't believe that I was right. I completely forgot that Rain Cobb had said and told Isako that Martin didn't have great waist. So that it meant Martin else had like it meant that it was for something else. I guess I'm shocked. I'm fully in shock. Take my jewelry off. I have this very specific thing where I have to take at least the top layer off, and I have to take my socks off before I go to take a shower. I don't know if it's just me. It's just me being weird, but yeah, I have to like take the top layer off. This time around, I took off both top layers and I just left the shirt. Usually I take off the one top layer, and then usually I'm left with like a long sleeve and a t-shirt under because I layer because I get cold really easily. And apparently that's the thing with people that are skinny, that we get cold really easily because again we don't have enough like, you know, fat in our bodies essentially. Also a thing that's common for people that lose weight, especially those that lose weight very rapidly. Yeah, it's not a fun time being cold all the time, but I'd rather be cold than hot because you can't do anything when you're hot all the time, right? I'm not gonna go around walking. I'm gonna walk around in a bra at home, you know? Could theoretically, but you know, does that make sense? Anyways, I'm still flabbergasted that I figured out the twist, one of the twists, I guess. What was the girl's name? Minto? I think the one that has Isako's contract now. I bet she fucking knew. I bet she knew. I bet she knew. I bet she knew. I bet Minto's also not who she says she is. But, okay, well, I'm gonna shower and then go to sleep. Well, read and sleep, but mainly sleep. Peace out. Hello. I come to you, well, still at work. I'm waiting for the train. I finished a book. I finished The Last Contract of Isako. I guess I've decided that's how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. It's Isako. So, yeah, I finished it. It was great. 5 stars. I'm glad to be able to say that I have knocked out an arc, a book club pick, and just an overall TBR book. Although, unfortunately, it doesn't count for the unread archives. Because, why does it not count for the unread archives? Because I don't have the book. It's an ebook. So, I do have to figure out when I sort of started it. But that's, I think, a problem for future me. I think. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My computer keyboard has been driving me up the wall lately, aka the whole day today. It pisses me off. Like, it'll work 1 second, and then it won't work. It's like the middle keyboard, and every letter except S, G, and A works. And I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened. I genuinely don't, but it's making this laptop borderline unusable. And I say borderline because sometimes it does actually work. Now it works. Hey Apple or Asus, please? Can you please log in and send me a new device? Because this is getting ridiculous. And it's not like I dropped this computer whatsoever. Because I haven't dropped it. You know, like I haven't dropped it. The only thing that really happened was, that my dad changed the battery. And then that's sort of when the problems kind of started, and it's getting really frustrating, that's for sure. Also, my computer has just been, being stupid lately, and it's really annoying. It's so frustrating sometimes. Like, so frustrating. I'm trying to find a samurai picture. Maybe this could work. Ooh, this one. Because I think she has a samurai in the picture. It looks like a samurai sword. Like a long sword. So I'm just gonna add this. Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. I'm just really frustrated with just computers, Anyways, going back to the book that I initially am supposed to talk about, it was great. I really enjoyed it, and I think that everybody should have it on their radar because, again, I really enjoyed it, and that's saying a lot because I'm quite picky with my arcs sometimes. There are quite a few that I need to read that I'm kind of not the biggest fan of right now, but that's just a me thing. So, yeah, anyways, you don't know how much you use a specific letter until that keyboard keycap stops working. The A and L's, I have not realized how much I use A's and L's. Actually, like, diabolical. Truly diabolical. Don't know what is the matter. Everything else works perfectly fine. The numbers work perfectly fine. The other work perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine, but then just the middle keyboard, line, diabolical. Also, do you guys like my new sweater? I also got a new long sleeve, except it's not really a long sleeve, it's like a quarter sleeve, and go big or go home. Honestly, I can't do quarters, man. I cannot do quarters. Oh, you guys know what I found? I have a Pinterest account connected to my Instagram, my Bookstagram, right? So every time that I post on my Instagram, it automatically reposts onto the Pinterest, right? Someone took my picture and they didn't like pin it, right? Which is what you'd usually do. No. It was under the created tab, meaning that they took my picture, they downloaded my picture, and they reposted it without giving me credit. So I reported it for copyright infringement because that is my picture. I probably have the original somewhere before I edited it. Like, it was genuinely ridiculous. I don't know what the hell that was, honestly. I think that is it for this update, I'll say. I'm trying to write a post, but this keyboard is driving me up the fucking wall. But I got to update my reading journal today, so that's fun. So far, I'm only 1 book in for February, but my next read my next planned read, at least. Oh no. So I just threw everything in before I came to the back room. Also, I don't think I'll get in trouble just because you can't really see anything, any identifying features, but The Library of Amerlin by Kaylin Josephson. Oh, do I follow her on... I wonder if I... See that the K didn't fucking... Do you see that? That is diabolical. Oh, now the J doesn't want to work. Oh, she wrote The Storm Crow and This Dark Descent. Huh. Uh-huh. I don't follow her. Okay. That hardcover is so pretty. I don't even like I don't like books with like sprayed edges because they feel too fancy for me to really want to read it. Okay. Six of Crows meets Howl's Moving Castle. She has a bestiary. She has a whole bestiary thing on her website. Shut up. Okay, I'm definitely reading this next. What the flippity flop. Diabolical. I'm so excited to read this now. Okay, so this is the end for this vlog. I know that hopefully this sounds not too bad. I know that I've been talking here and there, but that is the end of this vlog. I know it's a long one. It's a long one. I know. But I hope you enjoyed regardless. And if you did, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1K this year. So, and I'm very close to 500. So here's to hoping I hit that eventually, you know? I just want to hit 500, please. I'm at 498. I'm 2 followers away, 2 subscribers away from 500. Anyways, that's it for this vlog. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials. Let me know your thoughts down below. And I will see you in the next one. Happy reading!